didn't know this until today that it was actually written by Chris Martin.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was we just come to the end of recording the Out of Nothing album, and we were mixing it, and Chris sort of was having a chat with Danny. I think they were sat. Story goes they were sat in Angelina's spaceship at something like Pinewood Studios because she was in a film called Sky Captain and the World of Tomorrow, which Gwyneth Paltrow was in. So Danny went to meet Chris, and they were sort of playing each other's songs. And I think he played Chris Ashes, um, and Chris played him Gravity, and they both kind of like impressed at each other's, what they were playing. And then a few days later, he sort of rang Danny up, and he said, "I've got something to ask you." And Danny kind of thought, "Oh, what's this? It sounds serious." And then he sort of just offered us the song, and the sort of reason that he gave was that the band kind of thought it sounded too much like Embrace for them to put on their next record. They wanted to kind of do something, move away from that. Um, so then he kind of brought it to the band, brought that information to the band, and we all kind of had a similar response to what he'd had in the sense of like, we're not going to play one of Chris's songs, Um, we write our own songs, we don't need songs from anybody else. And then I think we all went away individually that night and kind of thought it through and thought, well, it's a fucking great song. He's giving it to us because it sounds like us. And, he's in one of the biggest bands in the world. What Stop being a dickhead. So at least try it. And we played it and it came together really quick and sounded great. And then there was another kind of stumbling block when we went down to meet the record label because we were going down to me and Danny were going down to the label to talk about the sort of release plan for the singles. And on the way down, we were saying like, if they want to release Gravity first, they can they can fuck off. We're going to release Ashes first. They don't know what they're talking about. Getting our sort of defense ready before we got there. And then we got there, and they had a really convincing argument as to why we should release Gravity first. And we went, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it kind of went on a bit of a journey, but yeah, I'm really proud of it. Still love playing it.